So in this video we're going to be looking at whether health conditions and disorder books sell on Amazon and whether you should be creating them today. So my name is Rory and I run this channel called Mr. Rosa. And before we get into anything, can I just ask you guys to hit that like and subscribe button, as it is greatly appreciated and doesn't take you half a second to do. Now, if you're not too familiar with what I mean by health disorder and condition notebooks, these can be a range of things such as diabetes or any disease or illness that is needed where you need to track the blood sugar levels or the heart rate, or it could be things such as quitting smoking. That could be a thing like affecting people's health, they're wanting to quit smoking, and these are all sorts of trackers and things where people can write down their notes on how they did for the day. If it's a blood sugar tracker, what their blood sugar level was, what their heart rate was, and all sorts of things like that. And as we'll see later on in this video, we'll have a look at, well, these interiors and what kind of interiors you should be creating for these kind of books. And there's all sorts of other different ideas, such as another common health condition people have is mental health problems, and these can be a range of different things, but these are also very good books because it's a way people can track down their notes, their feelings, and it's a way people can see how well they did for today. And well, in this video we're going to have a look at how well they are selling and whether you should be creating them. So we'll have a look at the bestsellers ranks for some of these and how much people are making from these kind of books. So let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into Amazon and get straight to it. Okay, so to start off with, we're just on Google at the moment, and as you can see we're on Amazon. But what I did before this video, just to plan it out, I just searched up most common health conditions, okay, just to give myself an idea of what kind of things I can be searching for on Amazon. And well, there's a few here. Now some of these obviously you can't use, well, or it'll be difficult to use, and maybe they're not as common, the bestsellers ranks won't be as high for some of these. But the ones that I look at and would think they're a very good idea, obviously physical activity, nutrition logbooks, very good. Because it's all these kind of books that you're wanting to find books where people can write down notes and ideas and trackers to keep a track of how well they do each day. Overweight and obesity, that's a very good one. Weight loss logbooks are very good. You got tobacco, so that could be the quit smoking that we're talking about. We'll have a look at those on Amazon. Substance abuse, that's possible. Mental health, we talked about that, also very good. There's all sorts of things across here, and you can obviously scroll through Google, have a look at all different things that people say. Here you go, diabetes, that's another good one. Anxiety, obesity, allergies, that's also a very good one, so you can write down what you've eaten in a day. And yeah, these are all sorts of different ideas you can just achieve on Google just by searching up common health conditions or health disorders and having a look what the most common ones are, what most people have, and then from there you can see which ones people track, so they can see after like reviewing each day what they're like, for example with diabetes, what their blood sugar is, because they're having to know what their blood sugar is. They don't want to get it too high, and with diabetes they're also possibly having to track what food they're eating, what they've eaten in a day. So again, they know their blood sugar and all sorts of stuff like that. I think with diabetes you can even track the heart rate and stuff like that, but I'm not too familiar with this, but we'll have a look in some of the interiors for those kind of health conditions and have a look at what people are doing. So let's just go straight to Amazon, and we're just going to start off with a diabetes book like we talked about. So a diabetes log book. And let's have a look at what Amazon has for keywords for this. Okay, so first one, diabetes logbook. From there we've got diabetes logbook and food journal, diabetes logbook for women, diabetes logbook small, diabetes logbook for kids, diabetes logbook for men. And you can see diabetes logbook blood glucose diary. That's a very good one. That's also giving you ideas for like an interior, like tracking the blood glucose levels and all sorts of stuff like that. I think that's blood sugar anyway. And yeah, if you're not too familiar with this business, as I know some of you may be new to this business out there, these are all these suggestions that you are getting by Amazon. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to write all of these down, and what I normally do is I'll take a screenshot of these and then just write all of these down. Normally I have in Google Sheets, I'll have a spreadsheet of every single one of my books, and these keywords I'll write down to use as possible title, a possible subtitle, and then possible words to put in the 7 keywords boxes. So a good title I would think of would be diabetes logbook and food journal. So I'll write that down, remember it for the title, and then what you could do for the subtitle, this is just an example, it could be something like diabetes blood glucose diary for men and women, or for kids, whatever you're wanting to create it for, even ones like Diabetes Logbook for Mum. There's all sorts of different ideas. This is something you guys will have to go through. This is part of this business, just searching up the keywords and finding words that will help rank your book the best way possible. Okay, so we've typed in Diabetes Logbook. Let's just click search and see what comes up. And I'm sure all you guys have heard me say before, I am searching in the all departments, and that is because that is where most people that are going on Amazon and searching for gift ideas or any sort of books or anything, they're always going to be searching in the all department. Very rarely will you find people going down onto books, clicking that and then searching from there. So yeah, always remember to search in the all department. That is a mistake I made in the beginning, so if you're doing that, don't worry about it. But yeah, for now, remember, search in the all department. And I'd just like to point something out. At the moment, there is a bit of a problem with Amazon at the moment, and with my Helium 10 plugin, which gives the BSR ranking, it's not showing up at the moment. So to find the BSR of these books, what we're going to have to do is click on the book, scroll down to the bottom where it says the BSR, and yeah, go from there. There is 736 results. Now, that meets our criteria of below 1,000, which is great. And now what we're looking for is 3 books. 3? Yeah, there we go. 3 books in the top 300,000 or less. So a bestsellers rank below 300,000. And in a moment, we'll have a look at the interior for this book. And as you can see, well, its listing price is very, very high, $12.87. So that does mean that they'll be gaining more royalties per sale of this book, which is good. And obviously there's 92 reviews, so again shows us that maybe this has a high bestsellers rank, but we'll have a look. So to find the bestsellers rank, all you've got to do is scroll down to the bottom. It should be here somewhere. Yeah, bestsellers rank 30,780. That's very good. First one in the top 300,000. And if you want to work out how much you're making from that, what I do is type up BSR Amazon calculator, click search, TCK Publishing, that's the one I use, go from ebook to book, 30,780, copy that, paste it in, and they're making 142 sales per month. And while selling at that price, I mean, honestly, I would think that is getting to the close to the $3, $4, maybe even $5 royalty mark. So that could be making around $600 per month just off this singular book, which is a very good amount, as I'm sure you guys are thinking right now. Now let's just have a quick look inside, have a look at the interior, just get an idea of what we can be creating. And obviously this is a very, very well done book. They've spent a lot of time creating this. And then once we get over to the actual tracking part, as you can see, it's given sort of like examples for the first, maybe these are like example pages, I'm not too sure. But then obviously it's given examples of, like I said, they'll be tracking their food, what they've eaten, how many calories, fats, the carbs, protein, fibre, all sorts of stuff like that. And then it'll give like the total calories for the day, time, blood glucose level, all sorts of stuff like that. So this is a very well done book. If you're looking at any sort of diabetes book, this is the kind of interior I'd look at creating. And also further on this video, we'll show you where you can get some interiors for these books. So yeah, that's one in the top 300,000. Let's try and look for a few more. So this one is also ranked highly on the first page. Let's see the bestsellers rank for this. 147,000, again, within the criteria. Let's have a look at another one. These are actually by the same author, I think. And another Diabetes Logbook. Have a scroll down. Bestsellers rank 378,000, not quite. What about this one? 389,000, not quite. What about this one that's by the same author? 76,000. Okay, so already on the first 2 rows of books, we found the 3 books within the 300,000 mark, which is very good. Tells us it's a good niche, especially with that many results, 736. Tells us it's a good niche, it will sell, and well, if you want to know why we want to get below that 1,000 mark as results, it's because it means it won't take many pages to go through and find your book. You may even put it straight on the first page, I'm pretty sure, or somewhere around that. So yeah, that's good for people trying to find your book. And obviously what I like to do is get ideas from other people's books. This is a nice one here, blood pressure, blood sugar logbook. If we have a look inside, yeah, I mean, this is even simpler. Very, very nice. simple stuff. You could easily create these in any software, and the bestsellers rank for this one is 251,000. So again, that's another one within that 300,000 mark. Okay, so that was looking at just one book, and another one we're going to look at is mental health, because I think that's a really big one to be getting into. Now, if we just type in mental health, and then the next word, journal. Here we get another few ideas for keywords you could be using in your title, subtitle, and the 7 keyword boxes. So mental health journal for women, that's the number 1. Mental health journal for men, mental health journal for teens. And you can have a look at all of them and, yeah, obviously get your idea. So we're going to have a look at, let's just click one of these, mental health journal for women. And there is 2,000 results. Now, obviously, it's not ideal. It's not within that 1,000 mark. But you could niche down on, maybe with men it'll be less, there's 1,000, and yeah. But we'll stick with women so we can have a look at some of the bestsellers rank for some of these. And obviously as we go through, you can see there's 4 already with the badge saying bestseller. Well, that's telling me that the BSR ranking is possibly very, very low. 119. Jeez. And well, let's have a look how much that'll be making. 119, 8,760 sales per month. Okay, so yeah, there you go. That will tell you that this is also a very profitable niche, and there's loads. There's honestly loads. You can scroll down and have a look at the bestsellers rank for this one, 168. And I know it's not within that criteria of below 1,000 or 1,000, but we've already got a few bestsellers on the first page. And like I said, if you just search up men, have a look at that, that's within the criteria. And then have a look at the first book. Let's see what the bestsellers rank for this is, 56,000. Okay, so there you go. But if we have a look at this one, I think this one might be a tracker or a journal of some sort. Have a look at inside. And yeah, it's actually a very, very good book. It doesn't surprise me it's got a bestsellers rank this low. And it's given like all sorts of like notes to help people out, give people prompts and that sort of thing. And then it also has pages where people can write their own thoughts and feelings. And I'm sure it has all different sorts of activities for people to do and stuff like that. So again, this is something you can go through, get ideas for different books. Like I always say, it's better to spend time on something, creating something very nice, rather than rushing it and not getting any sales, because obviously it's paid off with this book having a bestsellers rank that low, 116 or whatever, and then getting 8,760 sales per month. So yeah, and yeah, you can do all sorts of different books. So a couple of ideas I had was just diabetes logbooks, blood sugar tracker, like a quit smoking logbook, a mental health logbook, a weight loss logbook, and nutrition logbooks. These are all health conditions that people may have and are wanting trackers for these conditions that they have and want to help them through it, what they're going through. And now let's move on to where I would go and try and find these interiors. And the first one is a website that I like to talk about a lot, and that's Creative Fabrica. Now, what you can do, if you just go into Creative Fabrica and type in blood sugar, already it comes up straight away, blood sugar logbook KDP interior. And let's have a look what this one looks like. And for only $2, I mean, you can see the pictures here. It looks very, very good. I think this would be a great investment if this is something you want to get into, if this is a niche you wanted to get into. And with Creative Fabrica, you can either just buy it once, buy the one-time purchase, or you can get the $29 per month plan, where you get access to all graphics and everything. So if I was you, I'd go for the $29 per month plan. It is definitely worth the money, and you can make a lot of money out of this if you download some of these interiors and create books. And it just saves a lot of time, because I know a lot of people, time is money, and you're wanting to make as much money as possible with as little time working as possible, basically. So yeah, Creative Fabrica, a great website. I'll leave a link below in the description just to Creative Fabrica. And yeah, that is the first website I'd go to. And the second one is BookBolt. That is also a great one, and you can already see all these interiors here, and I'll also leave a link to BookBolt below. And all these interiors are actually free, because if you don't know, BookBolt is a website where you can purchase monthly or a yearly plan. And yeah, but these interiors are actually free, and you can see how many you get here. But BookBolt is honestly a great website if you're wanting to boost your sales with Amazon. And if you haven't seen the video, I'll leave a link up there where I talk about it. But I also have a deal with them, and if you click the link below and use the discount code Mr. Roza, then you get 20% off your purchase with BookBolt. So yeah, it's a great website to use, and all you have to do is go through and find the interior that you want. All of these are really great ones, but you've got one here like a mood tracker that could be linked to mental health, or there's even one like a body progress tracker, so that could be, well, for weight loss or even like weightlifting sort of interior. But yeah, even here you can have a look at how all the interiors if you wanted to look at other niches. And all you have to do is click on the interior that you want. So body progress tracker, I'm going to click no bleed, click the size I want, 6 by 9 inches, page count 120. And if I click download, it'll just go into my downloads folder, and that is it. It'll download a PDF for me straight to upload onto Amazon. And obviously here you can see in more detail what the interior will look like. And yeah, so BookBolt is also a very, very good one. And yeah, like I said, these interiors are all free. You don't even have to pay the subscription for these, which is honestly great. And well, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys found it useful, and well, I hope this is a niche you can possibly get into. I know in the past I have actually created some of these, and they do sell well. They do actually sell well, because really they're perfect just for people to track all these sorts of conditions they may have. And let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this niche. Do you think it's a good one? Let me know down below. Do you think it is profitable? Do you think there is a potential with this niche? And well, yeah, like I said, that's it. And if you did enjoy, remember to hit that like and subscribe button, as it is greatly, greatly appreciated and doesn't take you half a second to do. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.